Hey everyone, welcome to the first tutorial video for the Morphing Grid project. I hope you all understood the overview on Canvas just from the screen. Any questions on this, feel free to ask. Set up a weekly meeting time with me on Wednesdays or Thursdays. And yeah, so I'm gonna go through the materials real quick. First is this graph paper, which is a 1 inch by 1 inch square format, which works out perfect because our grid here is going to be 1 inch by 1 inch on our 9 inch square underneath here on the illustration board. So I'll show you how that directly links to that. Pencil, obviously, rulers for straight edges. This shape template is going to really come in handy because you don't have to hand draw a lot of things, and it's just going to save you a lot of time. I actually combined shapes from here to make my own, which I would suggest. You can come up with some cool ideas just from what's already given here, or feel free to come up with your own. But this definitely comes in handy as a good tool to combine different shapes for the for your project. We're gonna do this in paint, the final one in acrylic paint. So you should have this black acrylic. Just make sure you have a little tray to paint in. That won't be till the final version, so maybe not for another week or two or whenever you decide to start. But again, this is a 3-week project, so there is more time. And then tracing paper. I'll show you why that will be important in a second. But for now, I just wanted to show the kind of starting point for this project. Talking about those 5 steps here. I kind of drew out a 5-step shape morph here just on my own. So what I did for this was I kind of left it shaded in half, if you can see, and then half the lines. So I just took these triangles here, and then I made like a kind of star shape on these first 2. And then on this third one, I put in a circle in the middle and then added the triangles on the outside of it. And so I kind of wanted it to do this like triangular geometric shape and then morph into this organic-ish shape and then finally just into a circle. So based on the video before, this would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then you would flip this over here, and then it would just reverse. So this would be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So imagine this just on this side here, and then you'll get that morph from the inside out, or however you want to do it. But this is the bare bones here, just this 5-step progression. This is what you need, and this is what this whole first week you should spend the majority of your time doing, is just coming up with an idea that's going to translate well, so you can then put this on here. Okay, so don't rush through this part, and make sure that it's considered, because when you go to put it on your board and paint it, you want it to be something that you feel good about, or you like the progression, because it's going to be a pain when you get to your final and you have a design that you're uncomfortable about, or you don't like, or it's not working, because then you're going to have to go back to this process. And it might not be perfect when it translates onto the illustration board. You might need to make some tweaks, but you want to kind of set yourself up as best you can for success, so you don't have to go back and forth and make all these changes. So again, this is 1 inch here, these boxes. So what I would do next, after I had come up with some ideas, you could fill up like a page of this kind of, and you know, do like, this could be like your first idea, right? Then you could do another one on 5 here. Then you could do another one, right? So you might pick your best 1 out of 4 or 1 out of 5. Like I said before, pay attention to the positive and negative space. So you wouldn't have to actually fill in this positive space here. Some designs are really cool because they leave this, some people leave the middle area actually white, or parts of it white. You could cut out something here in a way and leave it white, or different variations. I chose to just fill it in. But you could also leave the middle area white and then do the outside, right? Like into your box, into your square black, and then leave the inside, like right here, white, right? So then this would change here. So you could also consider a design that the negative space, meaning like this outside area here, is changing a lot from the next one. Like in this jump here, it changes because there's these curved lines up here now with the circle. And there's designs on canvas that consider the negative space more, which I find interesting. So just kind of play around and pay attention to how these changes are going to occur from design to design. The next step, which I'll show in the next video next week, but I'll just kind of show a little preview for, is how you're going to get this onto your illustration board. So once you come up with a good design, you can trace it here. So I'll just do it roughly. Obviously do it in with a ruler more, but you're just gonna kind of trace in a way. Like, I might do this with pencil. I'm just doing it in pen to show everyone, but pencil would be better. Maybe a darker pencil. This is 4H, but maybe like a HB or a 2B, so it shows up better. And then you can see that here. Again, I'm just doing this quickly. I'll do it more in depth next week. But then you would trace everything here, more or less. And then, so you only need to do this once, like I said. So 1 5-step progression, ideally. And then once you have your grid drawn out, you can push down on the opposite end here, and it'll translate perfectly, because it's 1 inch by 1 inch onto this illustration board. So that's about it for this video. I think that should be enough to keep you all busy throughout the week. I would say by the end of the week, have your progressions finished, and then be ready to draw this onto your illustration board for the following week, and then start to paint it. So if you can stick to that timeline, you'll be in good shape for this project. So any questions, just message me, and again, we can always meet and discuss if there's any complications too. So have a good rest of the weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.